Kia ora whanau, hola familia, bienvenidos, no mai. Welcome. My name is Cyrus Henry and welcome to my channel. This video today was quite amazing, and I was quite surprised actually, because I was umming and ahhing about what to share today, and then spontaneously it dropped in. I was like, I need to share about reflection and integration because it's Friday, I've had a big week and I need it for me. So it made sense, and I just pushed record and then I went, and it was amazing. So I share about the importance of integration, about reflection, about coming to a stillness, and I share this really beautiful African proverb and story in there to help support the importance of reflecting and coming to a stillness. I also share my future visions that came through me last night about how I want to structure my weekly videos, and then I lead us through a meditation at the end, and the meditation is amazing. Like, I was witnessing it and experiencing it as I was sharing it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. So if anything, and you don't want to hear me talk, go straight to the meditation. It is fantastic. The African story, tribe and story does give a bit more context to support the foundation of that meditation. But if anything, just go to the meditation. I also have it available in an audio, so you can listen to it whenever you want. The name for this meditation that came through is called Awaiting the Spirit Meditation. A meditation for the purpose of reintegration, for reflection, for stillness. So whanau, enjoy. If you haven't already, subscribe. Kia ora. Kia ora whanau, hola familia, welcome. This video is a little different to what I have been sharing. I wanted to take this opportunity to drop into some gratitude, drop into some reflection, drop into some integration of the week, and then also invite you into gratitude and integration and reflection for your week as well. I'm noticing a sense of tiredness in my eyes. I'm noticing my exhale. And why I'm noticing this and wanting to drop into gratitude and reflection is because this will be my second week now posting on YouTube, and I've learned so much, and I've just been going full power, 100%. And the first week was about me just getting used to posting. Then this week I was like, cool, now I need to improve because I've become comfortable with posting. And this week was about learning more production skills, how to package YouTube and package my videos. And now I feel like I'm refining the structure on how I would like to share. So I've drawn up a bit of a structure on how I would like to share next week, and from going on from that. And I may as well share it with you here. And this came through overnight because right now my mind is like running with so much creative energy, and all of these ideas that I've built over the last 3 to 5 years on how I would like to share in a space such as this. And so I'm going to share with you the idea that I've come up with, the flow that I would like to flow with. And for me, it's important to create a structure, a container, which is in my perspective, the masculine. Create the container, and then the feminine can flow in. So I've created a weekly structure that I can flow in, and that'll give me safety to explore this idea. So what that is Monday to Sunday. Cool. This is what we're working with. Monday is Mana Monday meditations. Mana is a Maori word for strength, and also mana is a word that is used across different cultures for strength. So Mana Monday meditation, and this will just be an intuitively guided meditation every Monday on what I feel is coming to me for your guidance for the week. And I would plan to have that audio available as well, so you can listen to it when you're driving or whatever. Tuesday is tips and techniques Tuesday for mindfulness, for self-healing, for self-development, for growth, for spirituality. And those will be just really kind of like distraction on this is the top 3 techniques for this is the top 3 techniques for that. That's for Tuesday. On Wednesday will be woo woo, Wairua Wednesday. Wairua is a Maori word, can roughly translate to spirit, and woo woo like in woo woo. And so this is a story time, pretty much like mainly what I've been sharing, like parts of it on my stories of mystical experience, esoterical topics, spiritual topics, and kind of diving into the stories and the lessons that have come out of that from my own lessons, and sharing also tips and tools and techniques within that can support you on your own spiritual, esoterical awakening journey. Thursday will be what I am labeling as free flow Thursday, and it's just me putting on the camera and then just having a conversation and sharing what I'm experiencing and my thoughts and my processes and the lens that I look through. So it'll be a bit more of an unorganized, free flow, intuitive conversation that I am experiencing and what I'm picking up in the collective field. And then Friday, which is today, which is Friday Feel Good Gratitude Fridays. And this is an opportunity for us to reflect together, to integrate together, to share my reflections and my learnings of the week, and hopefully inspire you to also take the time to reflect, because it's important for you to come to a place of stillness. I remember I heard this story about an African tribe, and a lot of my social media, I get flooded with esoterical information, self-development, indigenous information. And I remember this story, and this story goes, there was an African tribe, and they were going on a long journey by foot, or they're traveling across country or somewhere, and they had some Westerners with them, either European or American, and the Westerners had something they needed to do, and so they were the African people were kind of their guides, I'm pretty sure. And so they were going, like getting places, going really quickly and moving, because they needed to get somewhere. And at one point in their journey, the tribesmen, they just stopped and they sat. And the Westerners were like, "What are you doing? We have to get here. We have to go somewhere. This is where we need to be." And the tribesmen, they said, "No, we're waiting. We're waiting for our spirit to catch up." And I really felt that, and I experienced that, and I was like, "Ah, interesting." And how I interpreted that is, quite often in this Western world is so busy doing things. I need to get here. I need to be here. Controlled and conditioned to time is, this is where I need to go, this is where I need to eat, this is who I need to see, this is where I need to be, got all these things to do. And then what creates disease in my perspective is because the physical body and the spirit body start to become separate, because the spirit body is back here trying to figure out what's happening and trying to integrate, and the physical body and the mind is just always in front. And so the intention for this moment, for this video, is for me to catch up, because I have consumed so much information about YouTube, about how to present on YouTube, about how to package YouTube, about video editing. And I have just all these ideas that have been packed into my memory bank from the last 3 to 5 years that are wanting to come forward and be shared now. And so I'm just organizing all that information, which is why this weekly structure came through, and which is why I've now come to, like, this is the video that needs to be shared today in this moment. And to also, just to educate and share about the importance of reflection, of coming to a stillness, to coming into to allow the spirit, the etherical body, the astral body to catch up, so it can be at one and walk forward as one. I feel better already. But yeah, I am noticing a tiredness in my eyes because I've been just on the screen. I haven't been sleeping much, and just because this is the energy that was alive, this is what needs to be created. And there's a Maori saying, I can't remember the Maori word, the Maori phrase, but the English phrasing and how I've interpreted it is, when the energy is going, go with the energy. When the energy is still, be still with the energy. And it's just been winter, we're just transitioning into spring, and I've been wanting to start this the whole winter, but it wasn't time, because winter is a time to go in. Winter is a time to hibernate. And this is the first winter I've experienced in the last 3 years, because I've been living in Nicaragua for the last 3 years. And I was so confused as to why does my being not want to share in this moment? And why does it feel like why does there feel like there's resistance? And I started my YouTube channel on the day of spring, basically, when the energy started to shift. Also decided that during my weekly videos, that Monday will be for Monday meditations, and then Friday, Feel Good Friday, will be for closing meditation. And I also, what feels alive for me and good info for me is to share one opening Karakia for the week and then one closing Karakia for the week. So that's what I feel like I want to flow with. So what I like to do for reflection is I like to go through my wins, my losses, what I learned, what I unlearned, what I'm proud of, what I could do better next week, and any magical moments of sudden magic and joy and inspiration. So I'll list through my wins first. My wins were, I felt like the information that I consumed about YouTube, my level of production of how to present, on how to package, has just like shot up 100-fold. So I'm really grateful that I've learned and I've grown already. Another win is I had an acting audition for a TV series here in New Zealand, and I got really good feedback from the casting directors, which is usually not given, and they gave it to my agent, and my agent sent it to me, and I was really happy with that. Last win that I want to share is I got invited as a guest facilitator for a young teenage boys rites of passage retreat rooted in Te Ao Māori. And that was because I went to the men's rites of passage retreat a couple weeks ago. First, I expressed interest and I shared that I actually don't have the funds to participate, so they invited me along anyway. And now this is the result of it, because I shared with them about what I do, who I am, and the work I already do with the men's work. And there's this one phrase that they share within it, what's called paltoria, which is when there's an opportunity, grasp it. And so that was me taking the opportunity to go to the men's rites of passage, and now this is the fruit that I get to witness and experience by being invited to this young men's retreat. So those are like my biggest wins. My losses, I didn't get as much sleep this week and as much rest because I was just in full power consuming information about YouTube. I haven't done like a full power workout this week. I've only done just like the bare minimum, which my bare minimum is like 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 sit-ups, and a little flexibility and meditation session. That's my loss. That's my biggest loss, is being captured by this learning process, and so therefore sacrificing sleep and not being fully optimized with my energy. What I learned this week is learning a lot about YouTube. What I unlearned, and what I mean by unlearning is basically it's another word for me to say healing, because I unlearned about and healed the parts of me that were in fear of sharing in this space. So I softened that space with that part of myself more by reminding myself that I do have something to say, I do have something to share, and the way I share could be a little different than what is currently out there. So I unlearned that. I unlearned being scared, and now I'm not scared. But there's still parts of it, and it comes in waves. What I'm proud of is all those things that I listed in my win. I guess being proud of, but it's important to say I'm proud of. I'm proud of the work I've done with YouTube. I'm proud of my work with acting, and I'm proud of showing up. And this is the result of being invited to this this men's retreat, or this boys' retreat. What I could do better, what I am now focusing on, is how to integrate this world of content creation more sustainably and holistically into my everyday life, and build a more supportive routine around it. Because in this moment now, I'm feeling the impacts of the sleep deprivation, of my mind being at full power and learning. So I'm feeling the impacts of it and the effects of it. So I feel like I'm going to take the weekend off and to recalibrate, reintegrate, which is why I'm doing this video. So what can you do to reflect on your wins and losses? Most important is to celebrate your wins. My perspective on it is, if you celebrate your wins, no matter how small, it starts to teach the body, oh, this is what winning is. And because when you teach the body about winning, it releases all the chemicals that go with that as well. And you start to teach the body to start to get addicted to winning, whatever that means to you. It's important to acknowledge the losses, because we learn from our past mistakes, and that's how we grow. And it's important to say, I'm proud of this. Really important to learn as well, to learn and grow. So that is my reflections for the week, and that is why this video is important, that I wanted to share, and the meditation we're about to do. Let's do a gratitude meditation together, to invite us into reflection for the week. Then I'll do a closing Karakia, to close off our week together. I don't think I'm playing with the idea of, do I share over the weekend and going forward, because I feel like I would need a break from technology, because this is already quite a lot of technology for me, and that was one of the bigger barriers that I had to overcome, is being involved with technology a lot. So I'm thinking about just having Saturday and Sunday as an open flow for now, and either share or not, but we'll see how that flows. So we are gonna go into a closing meditation, a gratitude meditation, so we can invite our spirit, our astral body, to catch up to this physical moment. If this is your first time, I guess, hearing that concept of allowing the spiritual body, the astral body, to catch up, then this meditation may not allow it to catch up, depending on how far and how separate and how far away back your spirit body is. So you might need to listen to this many times, and/or really soften into the present moment to allow your spirit to catch up. Kapai. So, inviting you to bring your eyes to a close. Inviting you to just notice how you're feeling in this moment. Inviting you to bring your awareness to the sensations in the body, noticing any parts of the body that may feel strong, any parts of the body that may feel not as strong. Inviting you to bring your awareness to the sensations on the body, on the skin, noticing the textures of your clothes, If you're outside, noticing the sun on the skin or the clouds, noticing the wind that may brush your skin, just really allowing yourself to arrive into this moment, to find the stillness in this moment. Inviting you to bring your awareness to the breath and just notice how the breath feels in this moment. Noticing the inhale, noticing the length of the inhale, noticing the depth of the inhale, noticing where the inhale is in the body. Is it in the chest? Is it in the solar plexus? Is it in the belly? And if the breath is in the chest or in the solar plexus, inviting you to bring your hand, left or right, to your belly button, and then breathing into your hand. You're allowing your breath to come down to the belly button, which is our connection to our mother, which is our connection to our lineage. Where in the belly button was the first part that was formed as we were being formed into material, into matter in the belly, in our mother's belly. So as we bring our hand there, it reminds the body, the conscious, the unconscious, the subconscious, to feel life, to feel the body, to ground. So breathing deep into the belly and exhale. And just keep focusing on that breath on the belly. And if it's available to you, breathing deep into the sexual organs, into your pelvis, to really breathe deep into the root. The inhale also represents the feminine, how we receive life, how we breathe in life. So taking a moment as you breathe in and just noticing the quality of the breath in. Noticing if it's deep or shallow. Noticing if it's hard to breathe in or not. And now simply bringing your awareness to the exhale and just notice the exhale. When we exhale represents our expression, the masculine, how we express our world, how we express our internal reality, how we express our heart, our mind, how we walk forward in this life. And so inviting you, each time you exhale, to exhale with a sense of relief, to exhale with a sense of letting go, to exhale with a sense of So breathing in, receiving life, exhaling, expressing life. The inhale is also the first thing we do when we arrive into this world. We take a deep breath in of life. And the exhale is the last thing we do when we leave this world. And quite often one can tell if the person has had a good life, depending on how they exhale on their last breath. If it's long and deep, they've left this world with no regrets and love. If it's short and shallow, they've left with some unresolved emotion. So inviting us to share 3 deep inhales and exhales together as we connect across time and space, as we integrate and breathe in our week, whether it was challenging or not. Taking a deep inhale, breathing in love, and exhale and let it go. Taking a deep inhale, breathing in love, and exhale, let it all go. Taking a deep inhale, breathing in life, breathing in love. Hold it at the top. And exhale, let it all go. And so just taking a moment to allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. And just inviting you to reflect. inviting you to reflect on the week that you've just had. Inviting you in this present moment to invite all the parts of you, the spirit, the astral body, all the parts, into this moment with you. So allowing your breath to be the anchor into this present moment, and inviting you to visualize in your mind's eye, in your spiritual eye, in your heart, just you sitting. It could be sitting on your bed, sitting in a park, sitting on the water, like you're waiting for a loved one. And so the intention of you sitting there is like you're waiting for a loved one. But you're also waiting with a sense of calmness. And so maybe it's a beautiful day for you, maybe that's calming for you, maybe it's slightly drizzling and raining, maybe it's in the snow. Whatever that environmental, external experience triggers calmness for you. So imagining yourself waiting in this place of calmness, and you're waiting for a loved one. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And this loved one is you. This loved one is the you that throughout this week either one really experienced joy and excitement, love, and the loved one, the part of you that may have been hurt this week, that may have hurt someone, the part of you that this week may have not really stood up for yourself and did what was true for you in your heart. And so you're waiting for these loved ones, which are all the many parts of you, to arrive into this moment. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. So allowing yourself in your mind's eye to sit with calmness, peace and content and love in this place that creates peace and love and calmness for you. And just wait. And just wait. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And just taking a moment to witness if these parts of you, these loved ones, were able to meet you and to catch up. And if not, maybe there's an invitation to revisit this meditation and for you to sit there longer, to wait. And maybe not just the parts of the self from the week may arrive there. Maybe some part of you from a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago, that part of you that was hurt or hurt someone has been waiting to catch up to you in this moment. So take a moment to soften and welcome that part of you, that loved one. Embrace that part of you and just sit there and have a conversation. Be heard, be seen, listen. Listen to that part of you, the part of you that has been waiting to catch up, and welcome them into the present moment so you can all walk forward together in the future, tomorrow. And so I'm going to share a closing karakia as you are communicating and meeting these parts of yourself that have just caught up. And this karakia will also serve as a closing of the week, but also can serve as a closing of any chapter in your life. It's important to come to a close. It's important to, what I would say, come to the death of, so we can start anew, so we don't carry anything with us, so we can walk lightly, so we can tread lightly. Because quite often what happens is the physical body, the spiritual body, starts to put on weight, and we carry everything into the next day, when simply the invitation is, how can we walk lightly? To be in this process of constantly integrating, letting go of, experiencing, witnessing, observing, and sharing. So we can walk lightly tomorrow, so we can enjoy the subtle magic that the world offers. Because if we're so dense, then we can't truly experience the magic of the subtleties of the world. So Karakia. Kia tau ngā mana ki tanga te mea ngaro. Ki runga ki tēnā o tātou. Kia mahia te hua mā ki hiki. Kia toi te kupu, toi te mana, toi te aroha, toi te reo Māori. Kia tuturu, kia whakamaua, kia teina. Teina, huye, taiki e. Let the strength and life force of our ancestors be with each and every one of us, freeing our path from obstruction, so that our words, spiritual power, love and language are upheld, permanently fixed, established and understood, forward together. Blessings and blessings, my brothers and sisters. Enjoy your weekend. Tihi, Muriora.